Whenever I make a video, I always think, what am I bringing to you guys? What value am I adding? What problem am I solving? So in today's video, we're gonna talk a lot about decorating, but most importantly, how to accessorize, because I'm finding people get really confused on how to accessorize. They think they could just go buy some stuff they like and then set it out and it's gonna look great. But unfortunately, it's not that easy, and there actually is a little bit of a method to it to really just make your place look awesome. That was dramatic. Okay, so we're in that weird time right now where it's after Christmas and it's still winter and you're like, how do I decorate? So I'm gonna give you some really great ideas. And if you're wondering what's going on here, I of course got some crazy idea, you guys know how I am. I'm gonna show you some really fun places to decorate. I'm gonna decorate this mantle. We're gonna do a coffee table. I'm actually gonna do a small regular size mantle and just different little areas and give you guys some great ideas. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell, guys, so you never miss out. All right, just capturing a before shot before we get started so we can see how this is gonna turn out. Oh boy, here we go. I'm really tired of this gold mirror. It's not even a pretty gold mirror, it's a really ugly gold color to me. It doesn't really go in this room. We hung this here in 2003 and it's 2021. No, it's 2022 and it's still there. So enough of me just sitting here watching me paint. Okay, real quick, while the frame is drying in the other room, let's do my mantle that's here on the other side in the kitchen. So if you follow along, you know that for Christmas time, this mirror was here. So I'm just gonna leave this here and continue to use this. My ladder's creaking. I kept hearing a noise and I'm like, what am I hearing? Okay, it's my ladder. Anyway. All right, okay, so I think for this mantle, I'm gonna give you more of like a winterscape option and we'll go from there. All right, I have this really pretty, I am falling. Okay, I have this really pretty winter picture. I love it. It's not Christmas because it's just like snow and a deer and trees. So perfect for winter. I found this at Hobby Lobby this last year. So I'm gonna do that and just do kind of like the layered effect. But then something that I did have out for Christmas, I'm going to put up here, but I think we're gonna be able to get away with it. I have these beautiful deer that are just like this really pretty, almost like champagne color. And I think they'll look really nice if we put them on each side to kind of go with our pretty little deer there that's in the middle. We'll put him on this side. Okay, something that I think will be really nice is right here in front of the light. I'm going to put this little candle holder. Let's turn our candle on. With the candle, and put that there, and these match very nicely together. And so here's where you can decide how much of a winter theme you want and how much you don't. So I'm going to add in some pine garland that doesn't have any like reds or anything like that. It just has like cypress pine and some pine cones. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so I'm just stepping back. I'm making sure that the deer are even on each side. I'm using the side of the wood here as like my reference for where they're lined up. Okay, I think that is a really pretty winter mantle that you could get away with and doesn't look too Christmassy. If you feel like this is a little too Christmassy, let me give you a little tip. So you could use lamb's ear garland or eucalyptus instead of the pine. Great winter options. So keep that in mind. But I think that this is just simple and pretty. We could leave this up until spring. And then, I mean, it just looks great for winter. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you like leaving it more like wintry like this, or would you just prefer to just not have anything like this for this time of year? You just want to move on and get to like our everyday decor. Okay, so I ended up doing the mirror a little different than I thought I was gonna do. I thought I was gonna paint it a solid black. You might not be able to tell from that angle, but I actually ended up leaving little bits of the gold showing through and just kind of muted it down, and I really like it. All right, so as you just saw in the other mantle in the other room, we did like a winter theme. If you follow me over on Instagram, everybody was saying that they would really love to see more everyday decor. So this is a lesson that you're really gonna wanna pay attention to if you struggle with how to accessorize. Here is the #1 problem that people have when they buy accessories. I just realized my camera's kind of going like this. What is happening? Hold on. Okay. That's better. So just stay with me here. This is really important if you'd like to learn some valuable tips. When you accessorize, you cannot just go to like Home Goods or wherever you want to go and just pick up items that you like, because they're probably most likely not going to go all together. So you kind of need to have some sort of theme, color scheme, just something like that in mind when you go to buy. Next time you're in Home Goods, pay attention. This is how mine is. I hope your guys' is like this. I should have filmed it while I was in there, but I didn't. In my Home Goods, you'll notice that there's like items next to each other. I had like the section that had like gold and kind of like African stuff. There was like elephants and different things like that. And then there was a section that had more white stuff and all that. So if you're going to intermix these items, you have to learn how to get them to go together. I can teach you as much as I can, but you also have to have an eye for this type of thing. So I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna place my items up here on my mantle, and I'm gonna kind of show you why I got them, how I got them, and the thought process behind it and how I'm placing it. So then maybe when you go to do your areas, because this will apply to all areas, then maybe, you know, this will kind of help you guys out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. These two were purchased at Target, and they're what started this entire theme. So I really like the colors of this. I really like the stone color. And so I kept that in mind when I was out shopping. This was like the very first pieces that I bought for my accessories to redo this mantle. So I knew this in my mind. I also know that my living room has blues as accents. I kept that in my mind. I also knew that I wanted to paint my mirror with black, and I have other little pops of black accents in here. So I was also keeping that in mind. All right, so let's go to the next piece that we're going to put. Okay, this guy I found at Home Goods. I don't know why, but I instantly fell in love with him. And he also reminded me of the kind of cream colored stone of the two vases. So I was like, okay, that's an excellent piece to add to my collection for how I'm gonna, you know, intermix my items. So I already knew that I wanted him to be the star of the show and be the center of my mantle. And I'll always step back after I put things to see if he's like actually in the center. But okay, so there he is. And then now I'm gonna start putting things in between, and I'll show you what we're gonna do. So I found these really pretty navy blue candle holders. I was super excited because I never am able to find these. I have been trying really hard to find a link to these. I found these at a local store at Nebraska Furniture Mart, and they don't have them online. When I showed them over on Instagram, I had several people reach out to me wanting to know where I got these. The ones that I found similar to these online were like $213. I paid nowhere near that. So these are gonna go right here next to this guy. I'm doing them in like a group of 3. And also notice that I did not put the tall one next to the horse because I'm like paying attention to the heights here. And so keep that in mind when you're placing your stuff also. Okay, so now it's time to add in some gold. So I already knew I was gonna do navy blues. I'm going to do like the cream stone, and then I wanted some gold. So I found this really adorable clock. I'm going to just go ahead and set him where he's supposed to go, but we're not done with him yet. We'll come back to it and I'll explain why in just a little bit. Okay, now let's move on down this way. Okay, right here, I'm gonna put these really pretty, kind of like mercury glass, gold look vases. Boy, I can't talk today. Gold looking vases that I found at Home Goods. I'm also doing them in a group of 3. So on that side, I did a group of 3 of the navy. On this side, I'm doing a group of 3 of the gold to tie in our theme. I'm loving that I ended up leaving the mirror to have gold showing through, because that's really gonna look nice. All right, I found this really pretty bowl, and I think I'm just going to place some beads inside of it, kind of have them hang out. Okay, this next piece I thought was so adorable, and I like it, and it would be fine if I ended up just putting it here. I want you to keep in mind with something. This is a little shorter than the vases that are at that end, and so I kind of want it to be the same height. So I'm gonna give an illusion, and I'm gonna raise it up with some black books. Okay, that looks so much better. And does anybody else notice what I did? I had not painted this the same color as the wall. It's still drying, so it's still a little off, but that helps blend that vent in. It's just not that big white vent sticking out there. So that's a really great tip if you guys have those also. I think this is looking really great, but I think that we need to tie some black in over on this side. So we have the black books over there. So I'm gonna take these black books and put them underneath this clock. I have these black beads, and I think I'm going to tie them around the vase up there, and that way we have a little bit more of the black over on this side. If you notice what else we have, see this stuff here at the end? It also matches this stuff at the end. So we've tied those two together. So we're tying together our colors, our textures, and that type of thing. And so it's kind of helping the whole thing end up being cohesive. All right, you know what this is missing? This is missing greenery. So I already explained that some of great greenery for winter is eucalyptus. So I'm just gonna throw in a tiny bit of eucalyptus. Hi, I'm filming. Come in and tell me what you think about the mirror.
What do you
think about the mirror?
I like it. I like the gold toning.
Do you?
Yes.
You think that looks good?
Yes. I like it a lot. Very well done.
Thank you.
Very well done.
Thank you.
I'd have probably moved the stuff off the mantle to paint, but you know.
Oh yeah, I totally painted it with it all on there. I'm so talented.
Yeah.
So the good news is even if this isn't your style of decorating, it works for all styles. And here in a few weeks, I'm actually going to be doing my daughter's, and we're gonna do accessories over at her house, because we thought it'd be really fun to show you guys a different style, because you guys always keep seeing my same old stuff, and she's got a completely different vibe at her house. And so we're gonna do accessories over there at her house, and so that'll be really fun for you guys to check out. I feel like a lot of people struggle with their coffee table, just in general, on how to accessorize them. I get those asked a lot. What kind of centerpiece should I do? And so I don't want you to think of it necessarily as a centerpiece. I want you to think about it as a collection of items that go well together to make a grouping. So for me, I went up to my attic and I got some things that go with my living room. I have blues. So books are always a fantastic idea. I love this book. This is one of the Joanna Gaines ones. This is her Homebody, but when you always take the stuff off, it's a very nice book underneath. So I'm gonna place that here. Before the holidays, I had a tray and I had my items in a tray. So keep that in mind. You could always put them in a tray if you want. But for me, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and I'm not gonna use a tray this time. And then another thing always that's fantastic is greenery. I always feel like if a place looks like it's lacking, add some greenery. So I'm just gonna place that on top of there. And then I have two more books. I absolutely love these books, they're so pretty. So I'm gonna place those here. And then I have this adorable little beads that I'm just gonna have coming off. I always feel like I need to see this from the front so I can see what's happening. And then for winter, this is where you're always like, how can I still get that cozy, warm vibe for winter? I want you to add in more candlelight because we kind of lost our twinkle from our Christmas lights. So I want you to add in more candlelight, and that'll always make everything just feel a little bit more wintry, and I still love the glow of everything at night. Okay, so let me look at this from the front so I can adjust. Okay, I actually really like this. It's simple, but yet pretty. books with color really adds something to it. Nice little beads, greenery, and some candlelight. So super simple, super easy. So real quick, I want to talk about something super exciting with you guys. So a lot of you guys reach out to me and send me photos, or we've talked about different areas on ways to help you with your home. Well, I have decided to reach out and help as many of you as possible. And so if you would like to, go over to my website, www.acharmingabode.com, and there is a wait list. We are going to do something so fun. I'm so excited. I have a 4-week course where I'm going to give you all the tips for a truly beautiful home, way above and beyond what we do here on the YouTube channel. I think it's going to be fun, and I'm just excited to like connect with you guys on a more personal level. On top of that, we're going to have a private Facebook community that once you sign up for the course, you get to be a part of the private Facebook community. And in this private Facebook, you'll be able to post photos, get advice on areas that you're decorating, where everyone in the community can chime in and help each other out. I'll be in there, my daughter Kelsey will be in there. It'll be a lot of fun. And then also, towards the end of the 4-week course, we are going to all get on and we're going to do a big Zoom call together, and we're going to talk about things where it's just going to be really exciting, and I'm so excited to connect with you guys in that way. And so go to my website, sign up to be on the wait list, and then here in just a few weeks, it'll get released and you'll be able to sign up for that. All the information will be in there, and it should be super fun, and I'm so excited. It is just something that I have dreamed of doing, and I'm so excited to connect with you guys, help you out. I want to solve your problems. I wish I could just sit down individually and solve every single one of your decorating problems, because it's just I don't know, it just makes me really happy, and I love to do it. So head over to my website and sign up to be on the wait list, and then you'll be the first to know when the course and all of that becomes available. And the link is in the description box to my website, and it'll take you directly to that. Okay, so in here in my dining room, this was the centerpiece that we made for the Pottery Barn versus Target tablescape, and I'm really enjoying it for winter, and so I think it's super pretty. I went ahead and I left on there this like soft, fuzzy little table runner, and I'm tearing it apart back here. And I just went ahead and I kept this here, and I think this will look nice for a while. It's super versatile because of the white hydrangeas in it. I just think it looks really appropriate for this time of year. So as you can see, I'm kind of doing a mix in my house of a little bit of winter and then just some everyday stuff, because I just don't want it to be too much winter stuff, because man, in my mind I'm already dreaming of spring. But as you can see back here on my buffet, let me get you guys a little bit closer look. Okay, so as you remember earlier, once again I was talking about the lamb's ear garland. This is the lamb's ear garland that I always get every year at Walmart. Super inexpensive, like $14. And it's just really nice because it can go for all seasons, but this is like a really great season to have it in. And so I just left my natural wood because I really like that look. A lot of times I have a runner on here, but I decided to just leave it natural, put this in, and then just put in all my little taper candles that I had across my mantle for the holidays, because I just wanted to still have that pretty glow. It also looks very elegant. So like when my dining room lights off in here and I just have all my buffet lights and these are twinkling in here, it's just a really nice vibe for this time of year. So that's another suggestion. Well, I hope today's video helped you out. I hope it helped solve some problems for you and maybe added some value. I really enjoy doing these kind of videos with you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.